This may be one of the most important videos I've ever made. I definitely think it could be the most impactful for somebody out there. So if you're thinking of buying a house at any stage of your life, stay tuned to the end. This one simple switch could definitely make a huge difference in your life. Before I get into the video, if you're new here, my name is Regan Mackey. I'm a real estate agent in Edmonton, Alberta, and I created this channel all about money, investing, and real estate. So if you haven't done so, definitely hit subscribe. I drop 3 videos a week for you. And with that, I will explain what I'm talking about. So this is a concept I've talked about before. It's buying your very first home with a basement suite in it. But in this video, I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I'm actually going to break down the numbers, comparing it, how people traditionally buy a house and just pay it off compared to what I'm talking about with a basement suite. So with that, I will bring you over to the whiteboard. So we're going to be going through some numbers. I know that seems a little boring, but I promise you stay till the end. It will definitely be worth it. So we got Craig and we got Sylvester. Both of them have a family of 4 and a household income of $80,000. So everything is the same except for Sylvester, the investor, buys a house with a basement suite, and Craig makes a mistake that most people make, and he just buys a house and pays it off. So $80,000 income, which makes $667 a month in income. So according to the internet, according to my mortgage calculator, if he buys a house for $500,000, his mortgage payment is going to be $2,100 equals his mortgage. Now, also according to Google, where is my living expenses? Yeah, so living expenses are going to be $4,500 without rent. So if we add our mortgage and our living expenses, that equals $6,600. Total living expenses. So if you take your total living expenses and then you take your monthly income, you're left with $67. Or I should say Craig and his family is left with $67 every single month, which sadly, that's how most people live. They live paycheck to paycheck. They're just paying their bills, and then they're going to work, and then they're paying their bills, and nothing really left over. So $67 a month, not much, but again, that's how most people live. So Sylvester, the investor, does it a little differently. He buys a house with a basement suite. Again, $500,000 basement suite, or a $500,000 house. He's got an $80,000 income, which equals $6,667 a month. Now, again, same mortgage, $2,100. And then living expenses, exactly the same, $45. So his total living expenses is, again, $6,600. Total living expense. But the only difference with Sylvester, he bought a basement suite, so he's getting rent. He's getting rent. So what you're going to do is obviously you're going to minus your rental income from your expenses. Rental income, I have it here. According to the internet, is going to be about $1,100. That's in my market. Maybe different in your market, but you get the idea. This is example's sake. So at the end of the day, his actual living expenses are going to be $5,500, which means when you take your income a month, you are left with a total of $1,167 a month. That is quite a bit more than 67. Now Sylvester is going to rocket past Craig. Craig, in 20 years, 25 years, he's going to have his house paid off for sure. But Sylvester, he's going to have his house paid off plus about $350,000. This is powerful. So let's break this down a little bit, go into the long-term implications of this. So after 25 years, both Craig and Sylvester have paid off their houses completely, which is awesome. Most people want to get to that point in life. So house paid off and house paid off. Yay. Now, $67 a month, saved up over 25 years is going to end up with, or you're going to end up with, Craig, I should say, is going to end up with $20,000 saved, which is great. Most people want to have $20,000 in the bank. Most people don't. But really, when it comes down to it, you're likely going to spend that money on a vacation or maybe hospital visit, whatever it is. You're eventually going to have to spend that money. $20,000. Craig's got $20,000. What does Sylvester the investor have? Sylvester the investor, after 25 years, he has his house paid off, and he also has $350,000 saved. $350,000, 100 actually, which is crazy just from this one simple switch. But I know what you're thinking. You're probably thinking, you don't want to have somebody in your basement for 25 years. You don't want to live your entire life with somebody downstairs, which is completely understandable. I would have to say I'm in the same boat. But the beautiful thing about this strategy is you don't have to do this for 25 years. You can do it for 4 years or 5 years. After 4 years, you're going to have over $50,000 saved. And obviously, what can you do with $50,000? You can go buy your own house to live in. You move tenants into the upstairs where you were living originally, and now that house is just paying itself off, and you'll likely have some extra cash to go towards your other mortgage. So this strategy you can only do for, if you want, you can only do for 4 years. You're going to have $50,000 to go buy yourself another house, and you're going to have the original house that's just paying itself off. And in 30 years total, you're likely going to have 2 houses and a bunch of cash. And if you do things right, your net worth is going to be well over $1 million. You're going to be a millionaire compared to Craig and his family. They're going to have $20,000. They're going to have their house paid off. But at the end of the day, I'd rather be Sylvester. So that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope this is something that is new to you. I hope that maybe this got the gears turning a little bit, got you thinking about how you can set yourself up really well for retirement just based off of one simple switch. So if you enjoyed the video, I would greatly appreciate a like. It helps my channel out a lot and definitely helps other people see this video, get this information to them. And definitely hit subscribe as well, see all of my future content. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.